Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to see how I create this bangle cuff bracelet, continue watching. For this project, I'm going to be using 18 gauge stainless steel wire, also some 24 gauge stainless steel wire, and I'm going to be wrapping this Aquamarine Cabochon, oval shaped cabochon. The stone measures 1 inch by 1/2 inch, or 25 millimeters by 12.5 millimeters. 5 pieces of the 18 gauge wire, and I've cut about 10.5 inches. Start by straightening and aligning all the 5 wires. Find the center of those 5 wires and place the stone directly in the center. And then I'm going to mark each side of the stone where I'm going to put my weave wire right on the sides here. So I can mark it with a Sharpie, or I can put a piece of tape there. At this point, I'm just going to mark it with a Sharpie. So this is the weave pattern that I'm using for this bracelet. I'm just basically wrapping each time around each wire. Basically, I'm wrapping one time around each wire, and it forms this pattern here on the front. On the back, this is what the pattern looks like. I've done another video where I showed how I did this pattern, so I won't go through and do the tutorial of how I do this. But if you look through my description, you can find that link there if you like. I'm not really sure about how much wire I'm going to need, how much weave wire I'm going to need, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut 3 feet off. Generally, I like to keep it on the spool, but as you start to weave your pattern, the wire starts to tangle or twist and stiffen. So I'm just going to cut off 3 feet. It may be too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little and have all twists and kinks in the wire. I've already started weaving on both sides. This space here is for the stone, and I'm going to check and make sure that I've allowed enough space there. If not, I can go ahead and do my edits before I continue. It's a little tight. I'm just going to move this over just a bit. All right, that's better. And I'll just continue on with my weaving. Now I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and just stick one piece right under there, just to lift this wire up a bit. Like so. And then do the other one, the other side. So you have like this little curvature there on the 2 end wires. Then I'm just going to pull the wires outward a bit. Since I'm using a stainless steel wire, it's a bit tougher than the copper wire that I'm used to using. So I'll use my pliers to just pull it out instead of using my fingers. So this is how it looks now. Spread these back wires out a bit, just so the stone can have a resting place in the back. So I place the stone back inside there, right on top, and just pull that wire right over the top of there. Like that. So now I've completed my weaving on both sides, and toward the end here I just wrapped it around a few times, maybe 6 or 7 times. Now I just find a round object. In this case I'm going to use a wax candle jar to bend the bracelet into its shape. And now I'm using an empty spool because that jar was a bit too wide. So this one's a little more to the liking that I want my bracelet. So I'm using something smaller to continue to bend to get my shape. Alright, that's a lot better. Okay, now that I have the shape that I want, of course I'm going to have to make some edits later to the shape, but this is the gist of it for now. Now I just go ahead and take some pliers and trim off these long edges here. So I've cut these here, and I cut one piece all the way back here just to bend that over on top of these wires here, and then I'm just going to bend these flat. Alright, as you can see, I've done one side. And go ahead and cut these pieces off right here and bend those over same manner as these. That's pretty much it. And we are done. Thanks for following along with this video tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, a thumbs up, comment, feedback, or what have you. I appreciate you as always and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.